Hi everyone, it's Chrissy. I am a positive reinforcement elephant trainer, and today we are going to talk about protected contact. Some of you may have been wondering why there is always a fence in between myself and the elephant. Sometimes it's a big fancy fence made specifically for this purpose. Sometimes it's something that we put together with available materials, but there is always a fence between the elephant and I. And this is called protected contact. It's a style of animal training and or management in which there is a physical barrier between the person and the animal. And this is in contrast to free contact, which refers to any time an animal and a person are sharing the same space. So, what is the difference between training in protected contact and free contact? Before we get into that, it's important to remember that elephants experience emotions just like us. They have large, complex brains. They live in social family groups. So this includes all the good emotions like love, empathy, compassion, grief, but this also includes anger, fear, panic, you name it. The difference is elephants weigh 8,000 to 10,000 pounds. So when they are angry or when they are panicking, they can be extremely dangerous. Now this is Mr. Moo, the elephant, and his mahout Peanut, and they have a really lovely relationship. But because this is free contact, Peanut has to have a dominant relationship with his elephant. If Mr. Moo were to panic or get angry or start eating the neighbor's crops, Peanut would have to make him stop. This elephant's name is Kaizing. He is a working elephant, and his mahouts are preparing him for anti-poaching patrol in the jungle. The mahouts aren't using bull hooks, and they're not yelling at Kaizing, and Kaizing looks like he's okay with this. But here's the thing. We will never know if Kaizing is okay with it because he's not allowed to show if he's not. He learned a long time ago that disobedience will result in painful consequences. And the mahout has to do that to keep himself and anyone else in the vicinity safe. Kaizing cannot be allowed to act out or disobey or express himself freely because somebody could get really hurt or killed. So this is why, if you didn't already know, it isn't good to ride elephants. It's the training that's necessary that makes it bad. For riding to be possible, the elephant has to be under complete control. For the safety of the people on its back, the elephant cannot be allowed to disobey, make mistakes, or express themselves freely. This is why these elephants go through a breaking process at a young age and why tools like bull hooks are used. In protected contact, the fence or barrier acts as a safeguard for the person. This elephant's name is Tamuk, and he is learning to present his feet for foot care, an important medical behavior. Because the barrier is there, I can safely allow Tamuk to express himself however he sees fit. He can get frustrated, angry, or scared if he wants, and I can just let him do it. I don't have to make him stop or even tell him no. Tamuk has his space, I have mine, and he only does what he wants to do. He's free to choose not to participate if he doesn't want to without the threat of punishment. So the barrier makes it so I can reward desired behaviors and increase their frequency, and ignore undesired behaviors and decrease their frequency. Undesired behaviors are met with 3 seconds of neutral response, so they're not rewarded, but they're not punished. This elephant is Maycom, and she has a hard time with the veterinarian or anyone she doesn't know touching her feet. You'll see she lets us know she's upset when she bangs her head against the bars. I calmly count to 3, and because she's now displaying the behavior I want, she is rewarded, and then we move on with the session. If that barrier wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to just ignore that unwanted behavior. I would either already be injured or dead, or I'd have to punish that behavior for my safety. With protected contact, the elephants are even free to choose not to participate at all if they don't want to. this is Maydoc, and normally she loves the training, but they have off days just like us. So here I'm just waiting while she makes up her mind. Do I want to do training today or don't I? Here I throw a banana in this kind of last-ditch effort to remind her that I've got treats. Are you sure you don't want to stay? But she wants to leave. And I ask the mahout not to make her stay because she's free to leave if she wants. So protected contact gives elephants the freedom of choice. Here we have Maycom again, the elephant who was aggressive in that previous video. Because there is no threat of punishment and she has choices and control over what happens to her, stress and fear are eliminated, and she eventually became very comfortable with the veterinarian treating her feet. So that is protected contact. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.